Hey, Pat, I have a secret.
Tell me.
I missed you.
You missed me.
Come here and hold my hand.
Come here, mate.
Ah!
Come here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bearded Geeks, the weekly grab bag of topics covering movies, comics, video games, and television. My name is Jags, Master of the Beard. The boys are back. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. My co-host, Bobby Baxter, Patrick Brown. Hey, boys, you're back.
Hey, good to see you, mate.
Hey, guy, how are you?
I'm pretty good, pretty good.
You look pretty good. You look good. You going to the gym?
I try.
Looking pretty swole.
It's pumping those Wacom muscles.
Yeah, a bit too hard.
Jeez, you could like crush a peanut with just your fingers.
Yep, flexing.
Just snorting pre-game.
That's like a Red Bull for me.
So how are you?
Yep, all right, going all right. It's been a good week so far.
What's so good about it?
It's fun. Got some fun stuff to do. I can't talk about it, but it's fun.
He's really selling it, isn't he?
Every week, it's the same. It's the same every week.
No, what am I supposed to say? I don't know what to say.
How are you, Bob?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. It's fun. I'm having a good week.
Yeah. Got your tinny there, mate?
I do.
Yeah, me too. Cheers, boys.
I'm on the dirty
Cheers.
reds.
I'm just going to have one.
Cheers.
I'm having a swig.
Mm.
Moment of silence for the swig.
So, how are you? You good? Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm
going
a
well.
bit disappointed that you only missed Paddy and not me, though.
I always miss you, baby.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
I miss that cheeky smile and those puppy dog eyes.
Oh, shucks.
Bit of three doors down.
Every time we go out drinking and I'm ready to go home, I just turn and Bob looks at me and he gives me the puppy dog eyes like, don't go home.
Don't go.
Stay out and drink.
I hate it when he does that. That time, you've done it plenty.
The last time I went to Bobby's house for an hour to have a drink, that was like 6:30 at night and I didn't leave till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I have that effect on people. I was going to say just you, but I think it's everyone.
I think you've even got the power to do it through the headphones when we're playing online.
Yeah.
And we've had
just one more game, one more match.
Yeah, like we're up that night when we're playing Battlefield, wasn't it? And like everyone left at like midnight. The next thing we know, we're just like at the loading the home screen and just talking till about 3 a.m.
Yeah. Well, that was because you drank almost fucking a whole bottle of Sailor Jerry's.
Oh yeah,
you were doing all the talking. I was just sitting there like, oh yep, I'll just keep sipping on my beer in the background. That was a good night though.
Yeah.
So we got like an unboxing. Well, not really an unboxing here today. We've got an unwrapping.
Oh yeah,
Bobby's brought in some of the Marvel discs.
Yeah, the Woolworths Marvel Heroes.
And we've got one each. We're going to open them and see if we've got a Patrick Brown. So get it signed and
Chuck
flip
that
it on eBay.
On eBay.
Special.
Here we go. I'm going to open it.
You
Here
go.
we go.
You go first, mate.
Oh yeah.
Let's all go at the same time.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's throw it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, it's green. Iron Man.
Oh, I've got a Patrick Brown.
Have you? What
I've got
one?
a Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, nice.
I've got. Is this a Patrick? No, I don't think it looks like. Is that you?
No. Giant Man. Giant Ant-Man.
Giant Man.
I got a Patrick Brown. Read it.
I've got
Read it
Iron
and
Man.
weep. I've got a Sharpie. Can
I
you
think
just
I need
sign that
Rocket.
for me? There you go, mate. Take it home, put it in your folder. There you go. There you go. Complete your set.
Yeah, these ones
Straight
aren't
in the
mine.
bin with this one. I don't want no non-Patrick Brown fucking discs.
Oh, jeez. I'll drink to that, actually.
Did you hear about all the fuss about it lately?
About what?
All the Marvel discs are starting to. I just saw it on the news like half an hour ago. Yeah, they had that special about. Apparently, people are finding the rare ones. There's some of the Woolworths employees going through and like they can see through the wrapper, and then they're taking a couple for themselves and here and there, and someone's probably going to get sacked.
Stealing. Can't have that.
Some Woolworths are running out of them, and parents are going crazy, and Yeah, I didn't realize how big it was.
Parents are going crazy.
Yeah, for their kids. 'Cause it's fucking nuts.
The Bearded Geeks do not condone stealing of any kind. They want all those Patrick Brown specials. Look at this, Rocket Raccoon. Hey, I love it. It's pretty good, actually. You just sign that for me and put it on eBay. $100.
They're on eBay.
That's like I was on eBay last night and I was looking up the new issue of Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider. I'm scrolling through, I'm looking for the new issue because no comic shops around here. We've already talked about that. And here's bloody Patrick Brown, bloody variant. It's going for like at least $50.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, he's not worth that much.
Postage was like
Settle down, people. Jesus.
postage was like $20 or something as well.
Oh, it's unreal.
On top of that.
Shit.
Jesus. We'll just buy a big stack and we'll sign them all and then we'll flip them for $100 an issue.
I'll get mine from Hobart, Area 52.
Yeah, boy.
Yep.
I got a big stack coming from Area 52 as well. I've got the 4-part the Button series. So Batman 2122, Flash 2122, all the lenticular covers.
Oh, yeah.
So Andrew's hooked me up. He messaged me the other day. So I should have them probably next week.
Awesome.
Some stuff.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That was a mid-burp.
All class, Paddy.
So has anyone got anything to I watched Get Out today.
Oh, yeah?
Just let you know.
What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Bloody oath. No spoilers. We're not gonna go too deep, but yeah, I will say, yeah, bloody loved it.
So you didn't
It's
know
great.
anything about it, did you? When you
Nah, not really. I seen the trailer and that, and I knew
yeah.
there was something that like hinted hypnotism and whatever, and I'm
Yep.
like, ooh. But as far as that went,
I
that was
found
it.
bits of that quite predictable, little bits here and there, but not, overall.
Patrick Brown hated it.
No, I loved it.
Patrick Brown hates original filmmaking.
It's a funny film because, like, you can sort of predict, bits and pieces. Well, you think you do, and then they just surprise you. I find it's like the movie that just keeps giving. The more that I think about it, the more brilliant I think it is. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
the longer I had to because I walked out of the cinema and went, oh yeah, that was pretty good and entertaining. And then the next day I was like, I fucking love that movie. And then a week later I was like, holy shit. There was like this scene and that scene that meant like different things after you've sort of seen it. So
I love movies like that.
yeah,
Make you think.
and it was fucking hilarious too. Like really funny and
Yeah, it was good.
in
Yeah.
bits. Yeah,
I did have quite a few laughs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I've got some news, boys. Might throw it at you. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Tom Hardy casts as Eddie Brock in the Sony Venom solo movie.
Perfect.
Perfect casting.
Yeah.
Perfect casting. Well, I guess he's not going to play Wolverine anymore. Like people have for years been saying, "Oh, get Tom Hardy to play
All right.
Wolverine when
Didn't
Hugh
realise.
hangs up the claws." But
Yeah.
he's Venom now. Eddie Brock.
That's spot on. He's good.
Yeah. R-rated Venom with Tom Hardy. That should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Hopefully.
That'd be really good. I got high hopes for that. Even though, even though it's not tied in with everything else, but it's still.
You never see
happy.
that guy do a shit job.
No. He never
No.
phones it in.
No,
That's what gives me a good hope for the movie. Yeah, and you got a big name like that, and I reckon it's going to be solid.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
I just hope the script's good. Because
Yeah.
he's going to be great as long as the story's good. Which
Yeah.
for him to have even signed on probably means that he's read over it and it sounds like a good
quality.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
going to lay
happy.
that foundation.
Happy to see Venom back in general, like the main role, like that's going to be unreal. Imagine what we'll see. It's going to be crazy.
It'll be interesting what they do with him. Where they go the sort of protector Venom role. Because Venom always sees himself as a hero and Spider-Man as the villain.
Oh, really? Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Which is cool. David Ayer is in talks to direct the Scarface remake. So David Ayer, who directed End of Watch, that awesome.
The cop.
The cop flick with
like
Jack
Cops,
Gyllenhaal and
the
that.
movie.
Fury, the tank flick with Brad Pitt, which is fucking sick.
That is good.
And Suicide Squad.
Ah, right. Yep.
Ooh.
Diego
my
Luna.
question is why are we remaking Scarface? Like, it seems to be a classic that fit that particular time when that movie came out.
Money, 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 money.
Yeah, I know. But
I'd like to know if they're going to set it in the 80s again. Like, that would be.
I think it's current day. It's set in LA,
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
but there's no Cuban Tony Montana is a Mexican immigrant. So Diego Luna, who played Captain Cassian in Rogue One.
Okay.
Cassian Andor.
Yep.
Yeah, he's playing the main role. I don't know if he'll be
He does
Tony
kind of
Montana,
have
I doubt it,
that essence about it. Like, you can sense that just by looking at him. And I've seen him in Rogue One. I know the guy you mean. And first thought instantly, I could see him as Scarface.
It sounds like it could be a good movie if they just don't call it Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just call it something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree totally. Okay, we might keep soldiering on because we've got a little bit to talk about.
Yep.
So, the Resident Evil franchise is being rebooted. Like, the last one just came out on Blu-ray like last week.
Yeah.
And now they've announced that they're rebooting the franchise.
The whole thing.
And James Wan is going to produce the new series. Apparently, they're talking 6 films. So, James Wan of Saw, The Conjuring, Fast and Furious 7, Insidious, and Aquaman.
So you
It's coming
reckon
in to
they're
produce.
going more of a slant based on the most recently released game? Because that sounds like
I think so, yeah.
that game sort of looks like all of those movies you just reeled off.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
would be good, yeah. I'd be down for that.
Or even
you
elements
really
of-
enjoyed that, didn't you? Like I haven't played the newest one, but you guys fucking
Yeah, I played
loved
it. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, you got me onto that. That was so good.
Bloody oath I did.
Yeah. It was a good experience.
I'll lend it to you, Bob.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can have a go. I really want you to play Doom as well. Nobody gives Doom a lot of credit, but I nearly bought it for you the other day, actually. It was at Cunners, and it was only $20, and I was like, fuck it, if I buy this for him, he'll have to play it. But it's good.
I've seen it pop up in like EB and stuff sales for like, $18-20. But I own about 30 games I haven't even touched yet. So it's one of those ones I will pick up one day, I think.
The only problem with Doom is you put it in, there'll be a 36 gig patch to download. Because I reinstalled it the other day, and I'm like, oh god!
you
So I left
guys-
it overnight.
You guys didn't play the Wolfenstein game that came.
I
the new
played-
one?
No, I played a little bit.
I played it for about an hour, I think.
Yep.
But I want to go back to it.
Hales and I both played that through start to finish and fucking loved every second. Like, I think Doom sort of took all the successes of that game and just went crazy. Like, because it was very balls to the wall action. Wolfenstein I'm talking about, and it looks like Doom is like that times fucking 10, but removing all the sort of story elements by the sound of it. Like,
There's base story, minimal story, but it's pretty much the old games with updated graphics and gameplay and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just run and gun. You can switch your mind off. You just run around and shoot the shit out of everything. It's fucking great. Awesome soundtrack, really fast paced.
Yep.
And it's great.
yeah, looks
It's
pretty,
a good movie.
pretty
You don't
gory.
have game, beg your pardon, where you don't have to engage your brain. You can just switch off, and you can just I don't have to think too much.
Yeah, I like
I
a
don't have to
game
pay
like
too
that.
much attention to the story. I can just have a good time.
Yeah.
It's weird how much more I'm craving that lately. I don't know why. Like,
Oh, yeah.
things like Rocket League and stuff where I can just whack it on for 5 minutes and play a dumb quick match and then forget it.
Yeah.
And, you're not investing a whole weekend or a whole 8-hour session to get through a story. You're just like chuck it on. kill
That's
some
like at
shit.
the moment.
Yeah.
I want to put The Witcher back in, but I'm at the Skellige Isles, and I'm at the scene where after the funeral, and it's just this big talking scene for like an hour, and I know I'll have to do that for an hour when I put it in. And I'm just like,
And Skellige is so hard to get around as well. It takes a long time to get from anywhere. I did a lot of swimming and jumping on boats and all that stuff because I like to get everything. So if I see a question mark, I got to go for it.
yep.
Yeah, and Skellige is really hard to get around, but not bad.
I think I cleared that first area in The Witcher 3 and it took me fucking for half of my life. And then and then you get to Skellige and you're like, oh god, it's that again.
Yeah.
But they're all on these separate little islands everywhere and you got to sail everywhere. And,
Yeah,
shit.
it's massive.
But
Huge.
oh god, I do have to say I have a lot of love for Witcher.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom Holland, Peter Parker himself, has been cast as Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie because of, I think his name is Tom Rothman. He's the head of Sony. And on Holland's performance in Spider-Man Homecoming, he was so impressed that he cast him in Uncharted. But because now they've got Holland and he's younger, they're going to rewrite the script as a younger Nathan Drake story. But I think this would be really good if he continues to go through these movies and he gets older as the movies go.
Yep. Yeah. Me too.
And like in another 10 years, they get to like, you know, a second or third Uncharted movie or whatever, fourth or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's, you know, he's a 30-year-old guy, 32-year-old guy.
Takes long enough for movies to be made, so the sequels...
Yeah, a 3-year turnaround.
By the time they get to him, you know, he'll have stubble and he'll be a bit older and 20-something year old.
I flipped out when you sent that article around to us the other day because, like, I just sort of read the headline and, like, the top paragraph. You know, he's cast to play Nathan Drake, and I went, "What the fuck? Why'd you cast like a 12-year-old to play?"
That's what I thought too.
And then I, went through and read it properly, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, "No, get Nathan Fillion! Like he's my fucking like. If there's one man that's Nathan Drake in the world, it's Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion from 18 years ago.
Yeah. Firefly Nathan Fillion is like fucking Nathan
Primo.
Drake.
That is him.
But, so maybe way down the line he can play an old Drake who's hung up his boots or something.
They should get Nathan Fillion.
Sorry, Nathan. I'm not calling you that old, but,
They could get Nathan Fillion to play Sully.
That's what I was about to say. They should get him.
Oh, shit. That'd be all right. No, they need fucking...
J.K. Simmons.
He would be good.
Bruce Campbell.
Oh, Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell would be Sully.
Get that Hawaiian shirt.
That'd be great.
He basically is Sully. Have you seen that? I think he's in that Burn Notice show.
Yes.
He's basically Sully in that.
Yeah. Lots of stogie smoking and...
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good, Dave. But what would you rather, like Holland or Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Fucking Holland any day.
Holland, yeah. I bet you obviously he's played all those games. He's in that kind of age group, He probably has played the hell out of all the Uncharted's, and you can tell.
That's a guess.
Yeah, I reckon. I bet he is a big gamer. No, well, I have no idea, but
You better be.
yeah, can do his research.
It's his insider Marvel knowledge.
But he'd be pretty spot on. I reckon. I'm keen to see that.
Crackatini, Mark. Crackatini.
I'm getting there. Oh, should have taken the plastic off. Here we go.
Oh, nice!
Just sprayed me all up the face.
Got him.
Get a good hose down. Okay. The biggest news of the week: Rockstar delayed Red Dead Redemption 2 till spring 2018, so US spring. But this is a good thing.
Yeah, I think the entire internet agrees. Like as much as we're all heartbroken, everybody agrees.
This is for the best.
Yeah, I was reading the comments.
Take your time, do your fucking thing, because everybody trusts Rockstar.
Yeah,
they don't put out shit games.
Even if it was a year and a half away, I reckon people would still probably, it's a big wait. But what is it? It's about a year.
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah. And those screenshots.
Oh man,
amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. That town shot where he's on the horse.
Yeah,
it's like straight out of fucking Deadwood.
And the one in the forest, deep in the sticks.
They're like photorealistic. Almost.
And the shots of the guns, just like the detail on the rings and the guns, and something I'd love to see is like you can have your own custom guns, your own custom gun set or whatever. That'd be sick.
That'd be really cool.
Like just with the details, engravings or whatever, all that sort of stuff. But you can customize them like fully, like stocks and chambers and everything, all that sort of shit. But that'd be sick. I'd be down for that.
I reckon the map's going to be massive too.
And we need a sick posse name.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to come up with a good name. Mark was throwing us through around before. That was
He did. The Prairie Dogs.
Yeah. I was going to get it out and have a look. I haven't got my phone on me.
Have you got it out? Hang on.
Oh, they're hilarious names.
I'm going to read them out. Hang on.
Because last time we played Red Dead, like way back, we weren't all really online at the time, were we? Like spread out or something.
It was PS3 days and plus ADSL 1 days in Australia as well. So
imagine having
our internet speeds were fucking shit out. Yeah. And for many of us, there still are. Like us three are pretty lucky. We all got NBN, which is like fiber optic here in Tassie, but a good fucking fair portion of Australia doesn't have that yet. So, online
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with this game. Like, Red Dead Redemption is my favourite game ever.
And do you know what the best part about it is bringing Red Dead back. There's obviously going to be Undead Nightmare. That'll come back.
Oh, hopefully.
That will come
That'd
back.
Be sick.
Yep, I bet you.
All right, I got the list here of posse names that we were coming up with earlier that Mark sent through. All right, Saddle Rash Sallies, Bareback Cowboys, Brokeback Mount Men, The Good, the Bad, and the Stubbly, Saloony Tunes, Rawhide Kids,
Nice.
Skint Eastwood,
Oh, that's good.
Mwada Flack and 5, Rhinestone Cowboys, Prairie Dogs, and My Little Pony Express.
Oh, it's good.
Those are some we're kicking around.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm sure we'll come up with something at the time.
we're gonna have the best posse.
Oh yeah, we'll be feared.
Yeah, we will.
We'll be feared across that map.
Get
Brothers
them,
Brown.
Gotta get them pelts, mate.
Oh,
Yeah, Brothers Brown.
Brothers Brown. Sounds like a distillery in the game.
Paint the town brown.
Oh, geez. You had to go there.
That'll be mine. That'll be my own little posse.
Oh, that's a good drop.
I better crack another one.
Go on then.
Ooh,
Oh, that was a good one.
yeah.
You'll be falling off that skateboard on the way home.
I'll be like, I don't think they're speed wobbles.
Yesterday, I went and saw John Wick Chapter 2,
Nice.
and I fucking loved it.
Is it good?
It was epic.
Oh.
It was better than the first one.
Really?
Yeah,
better than the first?
Yep.
That's
Fuck.
a big call.
Mm.
I love the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Everything is just turned way up. Like, John Wick Chapter 2 is what... No spoilers, by the way. No spoilers at all.
Mm.
John Wick Chapter 2 is everything that a good sequel should be. So it takes everything that was established in the first movie and expands upon it and makes it better. Like with in the first film, where you have the sort of underground assassin society, you don't really learn too much more about it. You don't really sort of get any answers, but more... It's expanded upon, so more things are introduced. So, like, there's this specific blood oath they have and all these new sorts of rules. But then there's a bit of globe-tropping as well. And the whole thing's, like, franchise. So there's, like, one in every city. So there's, like, a continental hotel in every city. And sort of all their affiliates. You know, you go to this guy for the guns. And you go to this guy for the suits. And you go to, you know, all this sort of thing. But fucking great. The action is insane. It is so good.
There's something about the way Keanu Reeves fires guns that I fucking love. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw the trailer for that, and he's just like hammering guys down with the pistol, but he's just like, it's kind of wonky, but also really precision kind of look at, like, he just fucking...
Yeah. Have you seen that YouTube clip of him training for it?
Oh, that is such a good clip.
That's so good. He's pro. Like, he really knows what he's doing.
We'll send that to you later,
yeah,
Bob.
It's
Yeah.
like he's a proper, like, he had proper people training.
He goes through the training. He's got sort of the rifle. And he's bang, 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 and then he flips it around his back and pulls out the pistol. And he's poof, poof,
Yeah.
poof, poof, poof.
It's funny the way that they film it. It's kind of like, it feels so real. Like, so many of those action movies, they kind of just firing off shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And they kind of look like there's no power behind the weapon or something. But the way he holds his gun and fires at each individual target and, like, fucking hits them.
And the best thing about it is like I said the other week, it's one of those movies, like the first John Wick I noticed, they kind of have longer sequences, so you can actually see him doing everything.
That's exactly right.
Rather than a lot of cuts.
That's right, because the directors, I'm not sure if one or both of the directors for the first film has been Keanu Reeves' stuntman for like the last 20 years. And he was one of the directors. I'm not sure whether he directed the second one. It might have been. I think so. Yeah, I watched what were they on? They were on like Screen Junkies or something like that on one of their shows one day, and I watched it. And they talked about, you know, we're stuntmen. We come from a background of, okay, we train at this. We train this for weeks, months to get it right. So when we film it, like, because we're stuntmen and we know how to do it, so we just want to like practice and get everyone 100% knowing what they're doing, and then we can film it for longer because the actors are confident, like the team's confident. The guys behind the camera, you know, are stuntmen and that, and they know how to film it.
Director's not freaking out about, like, blowing the budget on the stunt when you've got the stunt guys there going, nah, we've already, you know.
And these John Wick
ready to
movies, they're very cheap by Hollywood standards. They're both under $50 million movies.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
But just the content, like at the beginning of the movie, it's really good because it sort of picks up just after the first movie. So it might have been like a day or two after the first movie ends. But they sort of re-establish John Wick, John Wick, he's the boogeyman, or he's not the boogeyman. He's the guy you hired to kill the fucking boogeyman. And then there's like, he's telling this guy, it's cutting like from this guy back to John Wick kicking ass and back to this guy. And he's like, did you know this one time, like, he fought these 2 guys in a bar, or these 3 guys in a bar, and he killed them with a pencil. He's like, I've heard that story. He's like, a fucking pencil. How did someone do that? And it's so good. And there was this, oh man, the action. There's this one scene where John's like fighting this guy across the city. They're like chasing each other and they're fighting and they're falling down steps and going through subway cars and all this shit.
Yeah.
But I will just tell you this one bit. It's like not super spoilery. But there's this bit where they're going through like a subway terminal and like everybody's sort of on their daily commute. And there's like just this massive crowd, like train line of people like walking down, the thing. And John Wick's sort of on the bottom level and this other guy's like up on the top level, like on this balcony, and they're walking along and they've both got guns with suppressors and they're just having like a gunfight, like chip, 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 just like shooting each other. And all these people are just like totally unaware. They're just like, got their guns across their chest, just like chip, 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 just like shooting it up and down at each other. And it was fucking great. Just little details like that, like shit you haven't seen before.
That is awesome.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
Man,
nice.
we got jibbed on that release for that movie, didn't we?
We did.
Like,
It came out in the States 3 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't get the Blu-ray for another 3 months, the end of August. I checked yesterday.
They've already got it, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be out very soon, I think.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, it's great. Story's great. It expands really well. Introduces sort of new characters and just expands sort of this whole underground empire. But it doesn't give you all the answers. And Ruby Rose is in it. She's an Australian VJ and model and whatever.
She used to be on Channel V way back in the day.
Yeah, MTV or whatever.
Yeah.
She plays like the main bad guy's like head of security, like head henchman. She's mute in the movie. She like talks through signing and sign language and that. And she was just like so, for me, she was just like so completely captivating. Like I just couldn't take my eyes off her. I thought she was amazing. She didn't say a word in the whole movie. She just signed in that. But it's really cool with John Wick. You learn all these little things, like he's in Rome and he can speak Italian fluently, and he's like walk past Ruby Rose's character Ares, she's called, and she's signing, and he's just like signing back to her like he knows everything. And everybody
That's
knows.
what I loved about the first movie too, is that it just throws you in. Like you don't have to learn his whole backstory thing. You just go, he's a badass. Don't fuck with him. And don't fuck with his pets. And that's it. And
that's it, isn't it?
And like just throw you in and work all the rest of that shit out. And it sounds like 2's kind of taking that and run with it as well.
And it does set up a third. So
cool.
A third movie could pick up like I see it picking up like an hour after this movie ends. So it's kind of like a Back to the Future thing. So you're like, you have the first movie and then a day or two later the second movie, and then like an hour after that you're into the third movie.
Yeah.
That's great.
How was the visual style? Was it similar to the first movie? I remember coming out of the cinema in the first one and going, for an action movie, it had a real dark, glossy kind of like, just had a really fucking nice visual style.
Yeah, I definitely would say that. There's a lot of in the opening scene. There's a like big car chase and stuff, and sort of where they wet down the grounds and everything, so the car's skid and all that, and just this car, and it's real glossy and colourful and beautiful. But then there's a scene about 45 minutes in, it goes to like this big party, and there's like you've got like the band playing the music off in the background or whatever, and they've got like all the strobe lighting and everything and that going, and John's like walking through this tunnel, and it's just lit so well, and it looks so great, and even like he's fighting these dudes and it's just like all shadowed. So you're like off in the distance in this tunnel, but you've got the light coming from around the corner, and these guys are just like silhouetted, like bang, doing all the flipping around. And John's doing his, precise shooting and everything. And it's fucking great. Looks amazing. Sounds amazing. Keanu's fucking sick. He always is.
Yeah.
This is just a film property at the moment, isn't it? Like, see, wouldn't that be a fucking amazing comic to do? A John Wick comic. Oh, man. What you could do with that, and just tell like all the stories over his life, like all the previous jobs that he's done and stuff like that. Like, Yeah.
Or even like an animated series,
Oh,
like a hard edge, like animated series, like Spawn or something like that.
have you guys seen any of the new Samurai Jack stuff that's been out? Like,
No, I do want to though. Yeah,
they're doing. They've done it. I think it's on Adult Swim. So and they're doing it like a slanted towards adults and like older audiences. So there's like violence and blood and stuff like that. But the visual style of it's fucking really cool.
Yeah.
But to do John Wick in that style would be amazing. Like just that real fucking crazy like foreshortened shots and it'd be awesome.
That'd be unreal.
it's cool their lingo and everything. Like he goes down, he's like, who's in it? Peter Serafinowicz is in it. He played
I love that guy.
Yeah,
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, and the Tick and everything.
Yeah.
He goes down. He wants a tasting. Like he's like, oh, is it too late to get a tasting? No, never, Mr. Wick. You know, head on down. They're expecting you. Oh, Mr. Wick, so good to see you again. He's like, oh, you want a tasting? He's like, oh, you know, I'm after something, you know, robust. And he's like, oh, robust. He's like, oh, I have just the thing. It's like this, whatever, M4 1A bloody pump action shotgun or whatever. It's, you know, whatever, yeah. And he goes through all these guns and everything, and he picks out all these guns and that he wants. And he's like, how about some dessert? And he's like, dessert. And he opens these cases. He's like, of all these knives. And he's like, we only have the finest cutlery. And it's just so good, this underground world and that. I wish you guys come.
I think I'm going to go and watch it on Sunday.
It is sick, mate. It is awesome.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
I reckon I will.
I might mandate with you then.
Yeah, we should. Mandate.
Fuck, I'll go again. I'll go again. Yeah, bloody oath.
Yeah, mate.
Help me out, mate.
Warm your hands.
Help me out. Oh, Jesus. Get some of those hand warmers. But I loved it. Can't wait to own it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Easy.
Sweet.
Nice. 4 out of 5.
You guys watch anything good lately? You've been watching Better Call Saul, but then so have I.
Yep.
I've smashed the first season and half of the second season in like 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
I'm up to speed now. So I'm going week by week now. And I love it. Because it's been a long time since I kicked off watching the first season and a bit of the second, I think. And then I stopped for a little. But now that I'm back on, like, it's just straight through it all because it's that addictive just to watch. So it's kind of like, just like Breaking Bad again.
Absolutely.
You know, how good that was. And I'm really hooked. Yeah, loving it.
Same.
Season 3 hasn't hit yet, has it?
Yeah.
Or it has.
We're up to about episode 7 now.
It's on Stan, I think. Yeah, it's on Stan. You can get it on Stan. You get wait till it's done and then just get the free 30 days and you can smash through it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. There you go, people out there.
And I've just started rewatching Breaking Bad 1, like season 1 now, again, just because Better Call Saul has, they have all these characters that were in Breaking Bad that you wouldn't have even thought twice about when you first watch it, but they're all back in Better Call Saul now because it's based 6 years before. Mm-hmm. So you're seeing all these characters, you're like, there's what's his face and this guy, and you're like,
Tuco,
they're all in it, and like Crazy 8 and all these kind of characters, and you know, and just seeing them back, and it's just like, oh wow, and so it's really made me want to rewatch Breaking Bad, and just watching like the first few episodes of that, I'm like, there's that guy and this guy, really good. It's cool how they just tie it all together.
I'm going to do the same when I finish season 2 and season 3.
Yep.
I'm going to go back and completely rewatch Breaking Bad as like a refresher for Better Call Saul, but because I've been wanting to watch it again for like the last year and a half, 2 years. But there's a lot of episodes to get through.
It is getting to that time where it's been a lot, like, you know, it's been 4 or 5 years.
3.5 years, 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah. Since that finished. So I'm like, I'm ready to get back into Breaking Bad as well. Yeah.
I still got to start Fargo as well, and The Last Kingdom. I got to get on those shows.
I've got to get through the second season of Fargo because the third one's coming out at the moment. I think it's on SBS on demand at the moment. So we've got to track down wherever we can find the second season and watch that, and then jump into the third.
Yep.
Because I can't remember off the top of my head who the named person in the third season was.
Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
He plays 2 different characters.
Yeah. Which, fuck, that sounds awesome.
Because Fargo's an anthology series, isn't it?
I believe so.
Like American Horror Story.
So maybe I can skip the second one if we need to watch the
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't really tie
Because
up.
I've only
Got
ever
no
seen
idea.
the first, so I don't know for sure if it's anthology or not. So, yeah, I don't want to ruin anything by jumping into a later one. But yeah, Billy Bob in the first season of that was fucking amazing. Like, have you seen Fargo
No.
season 1?
No, I haven't heard about it. Don't know much about it. No.
It's on
Definitely
Netflix. The first season's on Netflix.
Worth watching. Yeah.
watch
I think it's
that.
only like 8 or 10 episodes.
Is that similar to Breaking Bad kind of stuff, is it? Crime and...
Coen Brothers, kind of.
You haven't seen Fargo the movie?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
It's very similar. It's
Ben
based
Affleck
off that.
Oh,
Ben
cool.
Affleck?
Isn't it? Fargo?
No.
What am
You're
I thinking
thinking
of?
Argo.
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 Close.
Same thing. Just
Less a letter.
missing the F. Oh, did you hear before earlier today? I was going to mention Tom Cruise. Didn't he say that Top Gun 2 is happening?
Oh, I saw it in passing, but I never read an article or anything.
Yeah.
But I believe it. They've been talking
Yeah.
about it for years.
It was on the news. It was on the news this morning.
Danger Zone.
Yeah, bringing that back.
Archer reference.
Oh, it's another one of those ones where it's just like 20 years later they're bringing back, the same guy.
Top Gun's great.
Reed.
I love it. It's a
Yeah.
good time. Great soundtrack. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I like Cocktail. That's a good Tom Cruise movie.
I haven't seen
Everyone
that.
hates that movie, but I like
I've
that
seen
movie.
the cover a million times, but I have never
Cocktail.
seen
It's got Brian Brown in it. He
I'm the
plays like
same.
the best Aussie bartender you've ever seen.
it. Nice.
They were like flipping the bottles and shit and pouring drinks behind their backs and then he goes off to Hawaii and whatever and it's great. It's a good movie. It's good. Definitely good. What about you, big man? You been watching anything, playing anything, or?
Not watching anything new off the top of my head, but I started...
Oh, did you finish 12 Monkeys?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
How was the last episode?
I had one episode to go.
How was the last episode?
Good. Yeah, there's more to come by the sound of it. It's not done, but yeah, it was fun. That feels like a lifetime ago now in watching TV terms. But
In podcasting terms.
yeah. But what did the other night I jumped on. I've owned for ages. I've owned almost since it came out. Dishonored 2, and I've
Oh,
never.
that is a fucking good game.
Yeah, I've had it in the case because I bought about 2 or 3 games at once when I bought this months and months back, and I just never ever put it in the console. Like it was one of those things you pick up on a sale and then you forget about it.
Yeah.
And so I chucked in the first mission. It was like a night or two ago, and just played for half an hour or something. Yeah, it looks good.
Who are you playing as? Are you playing as Corvo or Emily?
I went Emily.
I did too.
Yeah, mainly because it felt like that was going to make the most sense. Like,
Yes.
it felt like the game was shifting you to go, do Emily first, and then if you can be fucked playing again,
Play
do
against
Corvo.
Corvo.
Yeah.
Because and I've already played through the first one, like start to finish.
Same.
So, and I loved the first one. The first one's weird. First one, I started and I tried to be all perfect stealth and quiet and don't kill anyone and bloody blah. And I think I tried to play that game about 3 times. It got about a third of the way through and chucked the shits every time. And then so I went, you know what? I'm just going to go crazy. I'm just going to use all the skills. I'm going to kill everything. I'm just going to have a good time and play this through. That playthrough, I fucking loved the game. I could not put it down because I was just like, I am a killing machine. So this time around, I thought that same mindset. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start up Dishonored 2. I'm just going to go fucking batshit crazy because 1, Emily's an untrained assassin. She's trained by Corvo, but she's new. So
You can justify that.
Yeah, I can justify her just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I really want to be a perfectionist later, I'll play as Corvo, the trained guy, who's more level-headed and could get through the whole game.
Emily's got great power set in that. There's a mission later in the game where you get it's like what's that game? Titanfall 2. We have to time travel. You got like this heart. You go into like this mansion and it's all like destroyed and broken down and whatever. And there are like blocked doors and shit. And you have to like, you hit this button on the thing and you travel back in time to like when it's perfect and there are guards everywhere. So you can like, this door's blocked. So you travel back in time. You walk
that's
through the doorway
exactly like
and then you click
Titanfall.
it and you come back to normal. But you can set up like, you can watch guards on their route. You can flick back to present time where the shit's all fucked up. You move like over behind them, click back over, stealth kill, hide the body.
That's cool.
It's really cool like that. That was a fucking great mission. And there's a mission at it's called the Clockwork Mansion.
Oh,
you go into this mansion,
yeah.
and every time you walk into a room, you got to pull this lever, and it's like the whole room just like transforms and reconfigures. So like, you know, stairs pop up and all this shit, and walls move back, and shit comes up out of the floor. But you play through that, but you can like slip down in the cracks, so you can slip down in underneath, like where all the mechanism gears and that is, and slip like through the, it's a fucking sick mission.
Nice.
It's a very nice looking game too.
It's a good game.
I remember, I think a lot of what put me off the first one at the time was I got it on Steam on a PC, and the graphics were just a little, you know, they weren't great for that time. And I think it was because it came out on Xbox and PS3, or Xbox 360, PS3. So I think it was kind of optimized for those, and didn't look real nice on the PC. So then playing this one on, you know, I think I got it on the Xbox One. It just looks nice. Like it's just, or you know, all the textures are really high res, and there seems to be a lot more life and a lot more happening in the levels and in the stages. Whereas before it kind of felt empty, a bit barren. Yeah.
The only shit sort of going on was the guards and that walking around.
Yeah. Whereas this one felt like, there's more NPCs and more stuff. And more just general clutter and shit. So, yeah.
I got the bad ending in the first game, but I got the good ending in the second game. Because I went like stealth. Not like proper stealth, but like I got like my trank crossbow and upgraded that as much as I could, as early as I could.
I noticed
trank guys and
I noticed in this newer one, in the save file, it tells you like, you know, low chaos, high chaos.
Yes.
When you save it, whereas I don't think you got that in the other one. You just kind of had to guess your way through and hope that you didn't piss off enough people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
While we're on the gaming front, Pat's got a bit of a topic. Pat's come prepared.
Yeah.
As anyone knows about Patrick Brown, if he doesn't love Marvel or Spider-Man, if there's something he loves more, aside from his family, is
beer.
Grand Theft Auto.
So Pat's going to run us through a bit of GTA. I don't even know what
I've got.
But go for it. I'm prepared.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd, everyone's a bit of a GTA fan. You got to admit. I mean,
Can I just?
Yeah. Go for it. Crack one. Oh, nice.
Frothing.
But yeah, like, you know, I'm sure everyone's had a bit of a go of Grand Theft Auto, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I cut you off.
All good, mate.
We've actually got some good GTA stories from over the years, haven't
we? So I thought I'd like run through pretty much the history of Grand Theft Auto.
The history of our lives.
Why not?
Yeah, we might be here for a while.
Yeah. And then we can just like jump in at like each one, like have a chat about our experiences.
Right.
So we'll go right.
Off.
Shit,
we'll go right.
You could almost do a show on every GTA.
Oh yeah, I know. We'll cut it through pretty quick, I reckon. But let's go right back to 1997.
Top down
GTA 1. Yeah, remember that?
Yep, I do.
We had GTA 1 on the computers at school. We used to play it. But then I bought GTA 2 on the PS1, and I couldn't really get into it. The whole top-down thing just like threw me off.
Yeah. On the console.
Yeah, on the console. On the PS1.
Worked great on PC. Like I remember playing the first two on PC, and it was good. Something about the keyboard controls, I think. But yeah, you try and play that on a control pad, and it's not so good.
And we used to play Duke Nukem 3D as well. That game's fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Shake it, baby.
You want to dance? We showed that to the teacher once. I don't know why. They're like, "Hey, check this out." Spacebar. Shake it, baby. And he's just like, Alt F4, so he's like, "Oh, just press this then, do I?" And we're like, no.
Wanna dance?
Sorry, Pat.
No, you're right. And I never really mucked around. I played a little bit of the first one, way back. I was probably only about, 12 or 13 at the time, I think, of the first one, maybe younger. No.
Did you play GTA London?
I don't think I played that one. I played little bits here and there at like a mate's place maybe, but back in them days, I didn't really play at them ones.
London between 1 and 2, was that like a expansion or?
Yeah, that was London's based way back in 1969. So it's like throwing back a bit. It was a lot more. They had a lot more humour, and it started to introduce a bit more of the
GTA vibe.
They're kind of building. This is where Grand Theft Auto is starting to build on itself and starting to introduce new things and that. So back then it was a lot more of the humor, and they had a lot of that British humor as well.
The first one was basically just like murder everything you can, and like get in the fastest car you can drive and murder everything.
Exactly. Yeah. It just first one just laid down the template of what Grand Theft Auto might be. Yeah. And then
they had rampages and stuff in it.
Yeah, rampages. Yeah, London, like, that's when they started to introduce a bit more of the graphic side of things. Like, obviously, they couldn't do much with games back then, but I don't know if you remember, they had, like, the artwork played a big part. Like, they'd have, like, little character pop in the side of the screen. It was just a picture, 2D picture of but it was really humorous and funny, like, and they had, like, an Elvis, and I think that was that one, or maybe that might have been the third one.
GTA 2.
GTA 2 was set in the future.
Was it?
What?
Yeah, GTA 2 was set in the future, but not
2. I don't think I had 2.
It had like it had like it was like an electric gun or something that shoots like a big electric bolt out of it and stuff like that.
I think I remember that actually. Yeah,
that was set in the future, and like all the cars were a little bit more rounded and a little bit more futuristic.
Okay.
Did you play those like first 3? Or, not GTA 3, but like the ones 3 before releases like a lot?
Not much, no, because to be honest, back then when I was like, I liked watching them, and I saw my mates playing them, and I never had them for myself. I never had any Grand Theft Autos.
It's kind of back in the day where like you had one mate that had a PC that was lucky enough to have a PC, and you go around and hang out at their place for an afternoon and play it. Like,
and it's all like shooting people and stuff like that. So it's real, not for kids. Yeah, so that's probably why I didn't have it. And
that's like when you had a 360. And you were like, I come around your house and you were playing Gears of War and you're like, come check this out. This game's fucking sick. And you're sitting there playing Gears of War and I'm just like, can I have a go? And you never let me have a go.
8 hours later, I'm like, okay, see you, Jakes.
So you just had to sit there and watch you play, which was it was fine, but I did really want to go.
Sorry.
And then we had GTA 3 back in 2001.
Yeah, boy.
That's where I came in to...
That's where Paddy was born.
That's where I was born.
Born from an egg on a mountaintop.
Cha-cha.
I don't know if you're...
Paddy.
GTA will never stop.
It was like one of those games, I don't know if you remember, but...
I could have kept going with that.
Yeah, I know.
He knew every cheat code under the sun.
Oh, I did. I used to go to school and print all the cheat codes out. Like, no, not print. Actually, I used to write them down. Like,
Yeah, you couldn't afford the fucking the printer.
Write them on like a sticky note or something and put them in your pocket.
You remember, did you guys get that in high school? Like where you had a printing allowance? And you got like 60 cents for the year or something.
Yes.
And every page cost you like 10 cents or something. Like, I can only print 6 pages this year. Oh shit, do I really want those cheat codes? I better get the book out and write it down.
I used to just write them down. I had a whole A4 page that would just be penciled out like XO, R1, L2. And it was just like, all those kind of cheats. Yeah, GTA 3 was definitely one of those ones that it kind of introduced a whole new level of gaming for everyone. Like, it was insane. I remember the feeling when I first got that game. I remember someone told me, they said, you got to get this game. They told me for months. I can't remember who. And I was like, nah, that's all right. I wasn't big on GTA because I always thought it was a top-down. And then someone's like, nah, it's all 3D. It's like, you can run around. It's like a whole world. And I was like... So I just bought it and blew my absolute mind. I didn't see any trailers.
Did you have a PlayStation? Or?
Yeah, PS... was it 2?
PS2.
PS2.
Oh, 2 was it?
That was on 2,
yeah.
Yep. And
PS1 was the first games, yeah.
Yeah, GTA 3, like, it was like one of the first 3D adventure games where you can actually get in a car. It was like a whole world, like a city, and you can get in. And you remember the radio? You hadn't heard that kind of thing in a game before, like just the atmosphere, getting into a car,
changing
and all the
radio stations for one.
Yeah, changing the radio. It was like they basically created a whole little world.
And you had real world songs as well.
Yeah, real world songs and like interacting with people, and like people are commenting on the street. You can just listen to their conversations and things like that. Yeah, it blew my mind. But
I remember my only memory of that game, because I was late to the party on the PS2 thing, being a teenager with no money.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't. I just didn't own one when GTA 3 came out. But we had our family computer, which was like this bloody piece of crap, really. And I used to try and load up GTA 3 on the PC, and it'd run at about 3 frames a second. So like start the game, and it's like the start of his run cycle, and then 3 minutes later, he's kind of like 2 meters ahead of where I started. He's still going. I'm like, maybe I can get to that first car and get into the car. Yeah. And you hit, and he's like, you go to open the door, and the car drives off. You're like, oh, okay. But it wasn't. I wasn't lucky enough to sort of hit the PS2 era until the next game, which is kind of
Vice
like
City. Yeah.
The fucking shit.
That is where, that was everything for me. That just, I could have died a happy man.
That was my first 3D GTA game. That was the first GTA game I bought. Because my brother bought GTA 3, but this was not long before Vice City came out. This was probably only about 6 months before.
Oh, yep.
But he'd sort of gone off to uni and whatever, and then I was at college and whatever, and I didn't have the PS2 with me, so I was sort of like, I never really got to play it a lot. I only sort of fiddled around with it, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. But yeah, you were the one, Patrick Brown, you were the one who told me, you've got to get this game, you've got to go out, you've got to buy Vice City, it's everything, you'll change your life, you'll grow a second dick, it's that good.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
I was obsessed with that game. That was one of those ones that just captures you. You like soaked into it. You know what I mean?
How long did it take you to 100% that game?
Probably a few months, I'd say.
Okay.
I took my time with it.
Yep. Okay.
Really just covered every bit of the game.
Even when you 100%ed it, I remembered you coming into college and that, and I'm like, "What have you been doing?" You're like, "Oh man, I just played Vice City all night last night." I'm like, "You've 100%ed it. Like, what are you doing? What have you got left to do?" You're like, "Oh no, I just go back and try and beat all my scores."
Like I think I told you about how this must have been when I was like, I was on the Faggio, and you got to do a two-wheeler. No, mono. You do a mono around the entire city.
Oh, you've got to do the longest, yeah.
And you do a mono. I was like, okay, I just beat pretty much I felt like the world record. I even looked it up on the net, and I was like, I just did a mono around the entire map. I just kept doing it for an hour or something like that. Just literally. And the game measures how far you've done this little mono on the bike.
I remember that,
yeah. I just love to just redo all these stats, how the furthest walk or whatever or run, But that game, freaking
that opened my eyes to 80s music.
Yes,
that game.
That's it.
I mean, we all grew up with it and stuff, but I didn't really have much sort of musical influences when I was growing up. Through the 80s and 90s. Mostly, I think it was living in small towns and stuff. There wasn't that many musos and stuff around, and my parents were kind of stuck in their generation of it and listen to their kind of music. But they didn't listen to modern sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then when Vice City came out and they had all those 80s tracks on there, I was like, fuck, there's this whole world of great and terrible at the same time music that I've never really listened to, and then from there, my love of that kind of
so
era
true.
grew.
I was the same. It was the kind of thing where your parents or whoever you knew listened to it before you knew this game or played it. You'd be like, "Oh, Dad, you're such a dag," or Mum, listen to this music and stuff. You'd probably avoid it. But after playing that, all over it, I was soaked into the music and the atmosphere that much that, remember, I used to get all the CDs and discs.
I still listen to all those fucking songs.
I had to get all the
rock.
Yeah.
V-Rock.
Emotion.
98.3.
Fernando Martinez.
Oh, and I knew it line by line, all his words, everything. The rest of it,
That game is seminal for me. It is... a part of
I feel like it's
my growing up.
I feel
too.
like it's a part of us, us three.
It joined us together.
All and our broader group of friends as well, all come together. That is the fucking glue that stuck us all together.
We were in our first year of hanging out when we first got together as a little group, and we'd stay back until 8 o'clock at night in design class at college, I'd come in with the CDs of like the radio stations. I'm like, guys, here you go, listen to this, and we just chuck it all on and like do our designs and listen.
We had like all the radio stations, like the radio stations from the game, burnt to a CD.
Yeah.
So we just put them on and listened to them over and over again, and it was so
good. Yeah, that's right.
Bit of Toto.
It felt like we're in the Malibu Club. While
yeah. It's like even now, like I hear those songs and I'm like, it's just like going to the Malibu or down the Pole Position Club.
Yeah. Pole Position. That's where you'll find Richie. He was always there. Honestly, every time I hit the game on, Richie would be like, let's go to the Pole Position Club.
Down the strip club.
So funny.
Last week, I was talking about Terminator 2, and I'm like, that movie is perfection, untouchable, platinum. Like, you can't touch it. You can't fuck with it. To me, GTA, Vice City, for the time in my life, what it did to us, how it brought us together, that game for me, part of my history, part of my life, is untouchable. It will be perfect. It will be classic, always.
Yeah, me too. It's locked in solid. I know I still feel that's one of my best experiences in any Grand Theft Auto yet. Even though as spiffy and
it's
as many...
just amazing, the setting, the music, the characters, the writing, the gameplay, the weapons, the missions. It was just amazing.
It was perfect in every way, like spot on, the story. And Vice City was one of the first games. They do this with every GTA. They build on them and they introduce new things. Like Vice City was first, you could buy properties, go to nightclubs.
You buy the Malibu.
Yeah, you could buy the Malibu. Introduce bikes, helicopters, and all that kind of stuff. So
the seaplane.
Yeah. Oh, they had a plane too, didn't they? Because in GTA...
There was a plane in 3, wasn't there?
There was a seaplane, yeah.
In 3, the Dodo.
Not a sea one, though, yeah.
Yeah, the Dodo. Not many people actually knew you could fly it because it wasn't even a part of... I think it might have been part of one mission. Yeah, it was one of those things that you never thought you could get.
Wasn't it like missing the wings?
It missed the wings.
Yeah.
And so it was like a bit of a secret that you could actually fly it. And it was kind of hard to get to, but you could do it. And and that was really cool.
It was a pain in the fucking ass to fly.
Yeah. Oh, it was near impossible. You had
no
to,
wings, yeah.
You had to have like a technique to fly that thing. And I over the many hours, I got that down to a knack, like a T.
Vice just opened it up. They were like choppers, seaplanes.
All of it.
Yeah.
And then from there, I mean, we'll jump to the next, San Andreas. I mean, that was absolutely insane. I mean, they went the next level. You could eat and get fat. You could go to the gym, build muscle.
3 different cities.
Yes, exactly.
Connected together.
They're like, okay, next level, we're going to up, still on PS2, and they still managed to put
and
more
bring in more
size.
celebrity power. I mean, like, Vice City had Tommy Vercetti voiced by
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. And then on to fucking Samuel L. Jackson as the main
Officer
fucking
Tenpenny.
Yeah.
main villain. Like,
exactly. Rockstar starting to really make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
And this is when they were a
push
hit.
bikes. You could ride push bikes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bicycles. That's
Climb
one
mountains.
of my favourite things.
Mount Chiliad.
You get a haircut.
You get the jetpack. The fucking jetpack.
Jetpack, yes.
Yeah.
You could get a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
You get a girlfriend.
Digital.
Yeah, digital girlfriend. You get a haircut.
Lose any girlfriend that you had at the time.
Yeah,
You can get some hot coffee.
And it was a huge... the hot coffee.
No, that was...
That nearly shut him down.
Oh, no, that was San Andreas.
That's San Andreas. That nearly shut him down too.
That's right. They did a call out in
Had to
4.
go to court and everything for that. They're like, it really, really slammed him. But
yeah.
But they got through that, and San Andreas is another one of those ones, like, for me, it's close to one of the better ones. A lot of fun. You can remember they just...
Yeah.
I found the music in that wasn't as enjoyable, because after
90s.
Vice City, I suppose you kind of get that level of hype you expect.
Well, there was
that it'll be better the
There
next
was like
time.
a Scarface cheese to the 80s one. Whereas the 90s kind of went the gangster rap. Like
Boys
it
in the
was,
Hood.
Yeah.
it nailed the times.
Oh, yeah.
And the music track was great now. I look back on it now and I love it more. But I think there was just something fucking real special about that Vice City soundtrack.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Hanging out at Grove Street.
That game, San Andreas was one to remember as well.
Get some Cluck and Bell.
Then you had, exactly. Then after that, you had Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. That was going back to Vice City and
Never played any
GTA
of
3.
those.
Yeah, I played all them, loved them. And then Grand Theft Auto 4. They actually did a reboot of the all Grand Theft Auto. They just wanted to reboot it all. They still kept slight touches as if it was still in the same universe, but it's basically they've said this is all new now.
Next gen,
So they introduced
PS3.
Nico Bellic, and this is 2008 now.
Because Claude was in that, wasn't he?
Claude was in San Andreas. Yeah, you see a younger version of himself.
That's right.
That was
Brucey
awesome.
was in GTA 4 as well.
Yeah, Brucey. Yep.
Yeah.
That's and on the roids and all that. So
They did a hot coffee call out in 4 as well. Didn't
yeah,
they?
I think they did. They did do something like that in there. Yeah, that was another one of the ones where I found 4 was a little bit like more gritty and more realistic. It's like they tried
exactly.
they
It
amped
lost
up the
that.
tone.
Yeah,
they
took a
lost
lot
that
of the
flair of the
the
kind
over the top.
It was a little cartoony. If you remember Vice City GTA 3, the characters had a slight cartoony look about them. Not too cartoony, still quite, but a style.
See, San
And they
Andreas
lost
as well
that.
was almost like the world is your oyster. Like,
Yeah.
you can do up your cars, you can fly fucking crazy,
Yeah,
fucking military
Have
jets.
a bit of fun.
You can, gamble at crazy casinos. You can do all this shit. And then 4 was almost like, let's take you to the real streets of New York.
Yeah.
And like, let's make it as fucking
yeah.
as rich and condensed as we can, but
Yeah.
it kind of felt a lot smaller, didn't it? Like,
Yeah, exactly. I thought that when I remember originally thinking, actually overall, I think that was quite a smart move because going with the times, things are starting to graphics engines and in the PlayStations, they're getting a lot better. They can do a lot more, and I think they knew they had to kind of amp it up a bit more, and really just took it to that next level.
At that time as well, that game sort of came out sort of at the height of like The Sopranos. So sort of that realistic, sort of gritty crime.
Yeah.
So taking influence from what's popular in that as well. But
And they nailed it as well.
I like GTA 4, but it lost that over the top sort of flair, and it was a bit too realistic, a bit too dark, a bit too gritty. It lost a bit of that fun. It was still great.
They got real serious too with Nico.
And Roman ringing you, cousin, let's go bowling. And I'm like, fuck off, I don't want to go bowling.
When you first sort of like, when you first got those interactions, you're like, this is fucking cool. Like, your friends are calling in on you and stuff. But 80 hours into the game, you're sort of going like, shut the fuck up.
That's the first game they introduced the cell phone, so you could actually phone, and they still
Text
had
your girlfriend.
Yeah, they had girlfriends and all that stuff.
GTA 1 had the pager though, didn't it?
GTA 3 did, yeah. They introduced ragdoll physics there too, so that was another element, that was really cool and something different, because all the other games were real stiff. If you fell over, it was like an animation or something.
I remember that at the time was real.
You get thrown out of a car and
amazing.
it's just like... Or
when you drive off, he's trying to grab on...
They grab onto the door handle and you drag them. It's so
drag 'em
cool.
down the street.
Didn't Lost and Damned come off that as well?
They did. So they jumped straight up after. They did Chinatown Wars for the smaller consoles, and but they did Lost and Damned. That was the really cool thing about back then. You could actually have it's not like downloadable content. It was an actual disc, and it was like a whole new game. They using the same city, and I love that. That was awesome. And Ballad of Gay Tony as well. They did that.
I never finished that.
That was the best one because that was the first one to introduce parachutes into that game. So, in GTA 4, we never really had that. You jump out of a helicopter, you just fall into the sea. Yeah. But that was, extreme. They took it to extreme. And then we jumped to GTA 5 now, current times, and the whole new engine of...
now, as in, when did it come out?
2013.
Yeah. on the PS3.
Yeah. And, and their big thing was the trio characters, and you can switch between them through the stories as you're playing through.
GTA Online as kind of like a 5.5, almost GTA 6, because they just keep bringing new shit out for that too.
Impressive, really, isn't it? You think about it. GTA, I still see it as one of my most played games. I still pick it up regularly, and it's mainly because they keep it active, they keep it alive, and they've done that for... Geez, what like past 4 years now? So crazy. Absolutely
Hopefully that's like Red Dead 2. When Red Dead 2 comes out, they keep building on it. They keep building on the online.
I wouldn't be surprised at all because like that, the first Red Dead game built a culture of like online gaming that never existed before. There was guys that like I worked with that, played maybe 1 or 2 console games in their life. And they were running posses in Red Dead 1, you know? Like, there's something about that world that's so awesome. And I think based off the success and probably the cash that they're making on GTA Online,
where Pat buys all the shark cards.
Yeah. Pat
How much money have you spent on shark cards, Pat, you reckon?
I would probably say, don't tell the wife, but
don't listen to this.
probably, I don't know, a few $100 maybe who knows?
Fucking hell.
I don't keep track, but I've probably spent more. Who knows?
Shit. You bought the game for a few people then.
Yeah, we're going back 3-4 years now, so worth of shark cards. But, you know, I mean, how much fun have we had on GTA Online alone?
Heaps.
What about the heist we've been trying to do for the past year?
I would some of it I wouldn't call fun at all.
No.
Fuck, there's some nights where we go to bed at like 2 a.m. and we're like, fuck this game. And we haven't touched it since we tried that heist. Like,
yeah.
Oh, because I was yelling down the mic.
Yeah.
I threw my controller.
I've never heard you so angry in your life.
You were pissed.
That night. I was like, oh, man.
I do think that they overprice everything in that game too much, though. It takes
Like
a
all
bit
the
of the fun
in-game
out.
stuff. Yeah.
Just, like, how hard is it to earn any money to buy, like, a couple of rounds of bullets? You can't even, you know.
That's the thing, though. They want you to
new
keep.
gun.
They know you'll keep playing. They want you to keep
You gotta
coming
buy
back
this
and earn that
new-
money. You got to buy those shark cards.
You got to buy this $25,000 minigun. You got to get, you know.
They've learnt off the mobile phone games, basically. That's what they've done. And, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if it
works
keeps
for them.
Well,
They got my money.
The flip side, that's the flip side. It's like, you know, it is expensive to buy that shit. Every now and then you fork out money, and that keeps them alive, so they can keep releasing new free content for
That's
guys
right.
like us
It's
who
clever.
don't buy the shit.
Yeah.
Thanks for paying for our game. For fucking 4 years.
Well, that's the best part.
I remember the PS3 game came out, and we played the fuck out of it, obviously.
Yeah.
And then they announced the HD remaster for the PS4, and the trailer came out, and Pat sent it to me, or he shared it to me on Facebook or whatever. And the caption was along the lines of like, "Oh mate, look at this GTA 4! Fuck, look at that grass!
Look at the grass.
There's cats! Look at the cat!
There's a cat. You pause it here. I can swear.
See, there's a cat on the fence. Oh, I can't wait.
And dogs.
Oh, you can go hunting. Oh, there's whatever jaguars. I don't know.
yeah.
The first-person camera as well.
First person.
I was like, oh man, you can play in first person.
That was amazing.
Now
You never touch it.
first person gives me the shits.
Yeah.
Every time that like the game bugs out and it loads you into a new area and it throws you into first person, you're like, oh fuck off.
Yeah. I find it's more good for cinema. Like if I wanted to play it serious, and I do this a lot. Sounds a bit silly, but I like
silly.
I go in GTA if I'm playing in like the main story. I'm like, I kind of want to just like act like a real person and just walk around, like walk up an alleyway.
Just walk-
Yeah, just
Walks
get in
out
the
the strip
car,
club.
That
drive,
used to drive me fucking crazy.
drive the speed limit.
Back when we used to live together in that fucking shithole that we used to have. And you'd play San Andreas and you would walk the streets of fucking LA, like just saunter across the road.
People don't
And I'm
realize,
like,
but when you're playing and it's just like you're always running, you got to think of real life. Do you run up the street all the time? People look at you like an idiot. So I like to walk.
Then I look
Gives
at
it
you
that
like an idiot for playing a video game and going, you can run.
Yeah, it gives you that essence, makes it feel a bit more authentic. I know, I'm an idiot.
So what do you want for the next GTA game?
I
I want to go back to Vice City.
I want Vice City, and I think it's the right
Yep.
time.
I
Imagine
want-
how gorgeous that would look.
I want
Swamps.
some fucking 80s.
Yeah.
Like open it.
Expand
Open
it
it
a
up
bit.
all the way to like the Florida Keys.
Because
Like,
Vice City was quite small, really.
wouldn't
wasn't
that be amazing?
That'd be amazing. That'd be so good. Do like like Dexter, the TV show. How he would go. He'd go to the swamps. He'd go to. You could go out in the ocean. And he'd drop all his bodies off and like crazy stuff. Like you can go anywhere. Like Miami, all of it.
Wow.
Do Miami, but do period again. I think like we're
Even,
all hanging for period. I'd take 70s if you didn't want to do 80s.
Do you remember? Yeah, I reckon they're going to go 90s. To be honest, I reckon they will.
80s sounds... but that's the thing, like, Miami, 80s, like, when else can you really do it? Like,
exactly.
I mean, that's the peak fucking time.
I've got a feeling that if they do Vice City, I've got a feeling, because they'll expand it, and I bet you they'll do a thing similar to... Did you ever play Scarface on PS2? The game? And it's like it was set in Miami. That was like a Vice City kind of thing. They had it so you could get on your speedboat and you could just drive out to like Cuba or somewhere and do like all your drug lord stuff out there. Sweet. And then you just bring it all back, and you got to try and get back into Miami and smuggle it all in. But yeah, they'll probably try and do something like that. I reckon that'd be a pretty good touch to it, I'd say.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just can't wait. I reckon that's the way they should go. Be a smart move. I'm not really interested in doing a London thing or anything like that.
No.
Nothing like that. And nothing futuristic.
No, definitely not futuristic, but it'd be great. It's like with GTA 5, like they're still fucking with this because they can. Like the mural that's on top of Mount Chiliad, like with the jetpack, the murals in the alien spaceship, whatever, and the jetpack.
They need to crack down on that. There needs to be some kind of solution. It's driving people nuts.
Yeah, I would just imagine how good like a Miami sort of Vice City setting would look on the PS4, PS4 Pro, whatever. You know, neon lights and all this, the water and
the nightclubs, like
the night, yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at Red Dead 2, those screenshots,
people rollerblading up the thing, and everything.
Bring it back. Because the Red Dead 2, you can see the capabilities of Rockstar now, like current time, what they can do right now.
Those screen grabs look so good.
Even their trailer, like it looks better than GTA 5 now already. So imagine a next step.
GTA 5 isn't even a current generation game. That's a HD remaster.
Yeah. I reckon it's been like 4 going on 5 years since their last GTA. So I reckon we can expect it in the next few years. I'd say 2 years.
That's been a long time. Hey, 5 years between games.
It's one of the longest gaps they've had. GTA 4 was 2008, and then they jumped to 2013. So there's a 5-year gap there.
Yeah.
And so
crack a tinny, mate. Crack a tinny.
Go for it, mate. Here we go. Sound effects.
Oh, that was a good one. Get a sample of that.
It's good acoustics in here, isn't it?
So GTA 6, 5.5, whatever you want to call it. We want to go back to Vice City. Rockstar, if you listen to this, please, we want to go back to Vice City.
I'll tell you guys
even if we run into like an older Tommy Vercetti.
Did I tell you guys about
split it. Like if you're going to so 5 had the multiple characters thing. If you want to do a fucking split timeline thing, if you want to do a bit of current day, and then back in the past in the 80s where he's fucking...
Well, they could
time jump. It's like a linked story.
They could time jump, do the errors and stuff.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys about how I almost had a chance to work on GTA 5? Remember way back, yeah.
I remember vaguely, but let everyone know.
Yeah, it was back in about 2011. I had it was an email from Laszlo.
Laszlo.
Out of all people, the Laszlo, guy on the radio. He's been on GTA radio since, like, the beginning. Way back in 2001, from GTA 3. And I love this guy. Like, he's so funny throughout all GTA. And just hearing him, I got on the phone with him, having a chat to him. It's fucking Laszlo. Like, it sounds exactly like the guy talking in my ear, and I'm having a chat to this guy, and I couldn't contain myself. I told him straight. I was like, "You're Laszlo." It's like I just couldn't get over it.
Yes,
but yeah, they wanted me to do some artwork for the. When you go into the theater in Grand Theft Auto 5, and you can watch little animations in the cinema.
Yeah,
they wanted me to work on, like, cinematics, like animations that would go on there, and they'd just be little 2D things and stuff. But I don't know if you picked it up my voice or what, because I was a bit like, he's like, "Oh, you want to be a part of the team?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah," because I had a lot. Well, I didn't have a lot going. I had like a full-time job and all this stuff going on at the time. I must have sounded a little hesitant or something, but in the story, I screwed it. I didn't get the job after all.
You were pretty fresh at the whole...
Yeah.
Like, see, now you're a bit of a seasoned freelancer. And even then,
I think I'd only that was my first year of like Deviant Art. I only just got on there and did a few GTA pieces, and that's how he noticed my work. And I was probably 2 years.
Was this for GTA 4?
Actually, no, sorry. It was for Red Dead. It was for Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Yeah, the little cinematics. It was supposed to be little black and white cinematics in the cinema there.
Yeah, because I was going to say you go to the little the movie house.
It wasn't GTA 5. It was earlier.
Oh man.
No, it couldn't have been. No, because Red Dead Redemption was 2009 or something, wasn't it?
I don't know, man. You're telling the fucking story.
No, sorry, people, I'm confusing you. It was GTA 5 because
this is all bullshit.
It was 2000. That's
a lie.
No, because it was 2011 because I met Lyra, my wife now, in 2011, and I was with her I was on the phone. I was talking to her, and I was talking to her.
Okay,
yep.
GTA 5.
Yep,
then.
Yep, it makes sense too. 2011 game came out 2013. Yep.
If you were to turn down a classic
GTA
like
5.
Red Dead, I mean, GTA 5 is a pretty...
It's
a big deal.
But
fuck, you imagine if you'd missed the boat on something as classic
Yeah.
as Red Dead. Like,
Yeah.
Red Dead in fucking, I don't know, like 90% of gamers' eyes is kind of like the game
I
of
know.
the last 10 years.
I remember now why I brought up Red Dead was because Laszlo on the phone said, we want something like the theaters in Red Dead
right.
that did the animations on the screen.
Yep.
And then I pictured it in my head, Yeah, so anyway, skip ahead. What's next? I just wanted to cover that.
Wow.
Here I am, waffling on. And
So any young freelancers out there that get a call from Laszlo, just fucking smile and say yes.
Yes, yeah, don't stuff it up like I did. Sorry, Laszlo. I love you.
GTA 6, give him a call. Or me, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Wow. You boys in your stories. There's Pat in his stories.
Yeah, mostly him.
Mostly Pat. Oh, well, that might do it for today.
Yeah, we
We might wrap it up.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll just finish off these couple of beers.
Jeez, you definitely will fly. I'll have to take you home.
I'll be alright.
like I said, just like lay on your stomach on the skateboard and roll back like a penguin across the ice.
Yeah.
Just walrus up the road. Bobby, people want to look at your stuff online. Where can they see it? Where can the people go to find you?
Well, like Kimberly did in the last couple of weeks, she went to bobbybaxter.com and ordered a copy of Brown Fury. So thank you very much, Kimberly, for that.
Thanks, Kim.
Yeah, go to bobbybaxter.com or Instagram and Facebook is at @BobbyBaxterCartoons. And that's about it.
Because you're starting to put a little bit more stuff on Instagram lately, aren't you?
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces,
I'm trying to, but I just picked up some more freelance stuff, so it might go quiet again. But, keep an eye out. I'm posting here and there.
And Rockstar's #1 man over here. Where can I find you?
Marvel owns Patrick Brown.
PatrickBrownArt.com. You can find my official website and Patrick Brown Art on Facebook. You can have a look on there. I'm also on Deviant Art as well, and that's deviantart.com/Patrick Brown.
People will find it.
Yeah.
They just Google search.
I still love
Patrick Brown.
Deviant Art. I go on there all the time, have a look.
I actually posted something there for the first time
Did ya?
in about 5 years the other day and got about 3 views. I think she might be a little dead in the water, but I don't know. I kind of want to get back in there. Like,
Yeah.
I do miss Deviant Art. That was the start. That was the start for me and
That's
you.
what grew me. I wouldn't be an artist at all, like, if it wasn't for Deviant Art. Yeah,
I was on
definitely.
Deviant Art. All my stuff's still on
Yeah,
there.
I remember
Yeah, you
that.
did photography for
All
a
my stuff's
while.
still on there. Some of my artwork as well. Still on there.
Yeah, you did some artwork.
Yeah. Back in the day.
What's your username so people can look you up on Deviant Art?
I think it's just
Scan on my
I think it's deviantart.com/Brent Jago. I think BrentJago.
Yeah.
Classy.
Anyway.
We were lucky to get on early, I think, because my
Pat got me
username-
onto Deviant. He's like, get on, post your stuff. I'm like,
Because getting a good
whatever.
username, back then, the site was only like a year or two in when I started. And
I was unlucky because I got in too early and used a shit username.
Oh, did ya?
Like
66 Crows or something, wasn't it?
I'm going to be like all dark and gothy. And be like, 66 Crows.
I remember that.
Now I fucking regret that shit.
Is it still that? No, you could.
No,
they gave you a chance to change it.
Yeah,
didn't
they gave me one chance to change it and I fucking took it.
And if you want to find the Bearded Geeks, you can find us on Facebook at the Bearded Geeks, or you can go facebook.com/Bearded Geeks Pod. We're on Instagram at the Bearded Geeks, where if you jump on there, you can see a very nice shot of Patrick Brown's ass.
You posted it. I saw
round.
Hey, you said we could.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind.
Don't back out. Don't
That's
back
funny.
out.
Set it as your wallpaper. Do what you have to do.
Do the crop. You got to do the crop, mate.
No, if you
Profile
jump on
picture.
Instagram, we generally post, I post sort of behind the scenes stuff. So behind the scenes shot, if we're out and about anywhere, I might put some shots up or sort of anything possibly we refer to on the show, I'll post up there so you can see what we're actually talking about. But we're also on Twitter. We're on Twitter now, which I don't really know how to use very much, but I'm making my way through it. Last week I said I threw out people wanted to send us a tweet, a chit, or whatever. And we got a tweet from Cold Creature. I asked if you tell us what your favorite time travel movie is, what your worst, whatever. And Cold Creature said, at Bearded Geeks Pod, the best time travel film for me has to be 12 Monkeys. Dark, gritty time travel for me, thanks. Hashtag Bearded Geeks Pod. So if you want to send us a tweet, you can send it at Bearded Geeks Pod or...
I love me some 12 Monkeys too.
I think I need to get into it, man.
You haven't watched it, have you?
No, I didn't.
Fucking hurry up.
That's your job. That's your job for the next week.
I will.
Watch 12
I
Monkeys.
will. I'll get into it.
He's pointing at his like shiny head. That's your job.
Do it.
Tung, 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 on your forehead.
So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Still get a lot of nice comments on YouTube. I don't know what's wrong with these people. But they must like what we're putting out. So again, thanks very much to everyone who leaves a nice comment, who sends a tweet, who likes our posts, who shares, who subscribes. Tell your friends, tell everyone.
Yeah.
Get them onto it. You know,
Spread the
we talk
word.
about a bit of everything. Like I say,
spread the love. Spread the beardly love.
we're not movie critics. We're not guys who profess to know everything about everything, because we're not. We're just dudes with opinions like all of you out there. And we just like talking about this stuff, and we just get together and have drinks, and we're really lucky and fortunate that you guys listen. So thanks very much, guys.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm.
Thanks, guys.
Love it. Love it.
So thanks, guys. We love each and every one of you. You're all legends. Especially Brad, first official beard. There you go, Brad. You got another shout out, mate.
My man.
My man.
Anyway, Bob and I were talking earlier, and we brought this up with Patrick Brown. Next week, we might throw our regular show format out the window, and we're going to try something new, but it'll be fun. We promise. Might not say any more in case we change our mind.
Shit, now you're throwing it out there, haven't you?
But no, next week, it should be fun. If not, we might just do it as like a little segment or whatever, but we'll see. Anyway, so from all of us here in the Beard Cave, the hairiest cave around, we want to say thank you all. Go home, go to your PlayStation, your Xbox, play some Grand Theft Auto, play some Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Get excited for the games later in the year or whatever. You can probably find Bobby's username on, you can play GTA Online with him. Join his squad or whatever it's called.
Back to the future.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you all next week, right here in the Beard Cave on the Bearded Geeks. Hey!